They're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up one thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's second and a yard. On play action, Haskins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Number 27.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Complete.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Under 10.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Open man is born. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Gain of 10.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They turn to Love on the handoff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Joseph. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Love.
40-yard line.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Ball carrier.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and goal.
Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kevin Johnson, former 1st-round pick there defensively.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Haskins pass. Intercepted.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Still 9 remaining on second down. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Ball carrier. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
With the give to Nick.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the
continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The tackle made by Matt.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Their 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
42-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He was taken down by...
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage It'll be back at the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Deron Payne's one of a good number of young defensive tackles in the game. Made a nice stop there. Now in his third year out of Alabama.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. They'll leave it for Hunt. Complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, Mayfield. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Washington first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
First down, Washington.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. the shotgun. Haskins got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Down Washington.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Got the connection here to Bourne. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ryan Kerrigan.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The tackle made by Matt Ioannidis. 2 yards on the...
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Here's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. He gets it to Sims, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And the Washington first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Haskins. Open man here, Sims, complete. Touchdown, Washington! Complete. Steven Sims Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 23. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 17, Washington 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Gibson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On play action, Haskins. Open man is Bourne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10. Haskins. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and
a good pickup there of 20 yards. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Second and goal.
Second and 2. He'll look to throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Touchdown, Washington.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's finals, Washington 21.